Guys, we're rolling. Episode 99.
99.
Cheers, my brother. Here with Justin. Don't fuck with me, Swan.
Yeah.
How's that for a nickname? That's not bad.
I like it.
I mean, a little crass, but
Hey, gets the point across.
my name's Justin. Don't mess with me, Swan. Don't bother me, Swan. You ever come across somebody that has like a wacky nickname that they want you to call them?
Yes, and it fucking irritates
Can
me.
you tell me what it is?
Yes, one of my buddies, his name's Kevin.
Kevin?
Asian dude.
Yeah.
And he wants to go by Panda. And I'm like, no.
He's given himself that name?
Yeah, dude.
He wants to go by Panda?
By Panda. Because he's fat. You know, so he's like a panda bear, but I'm like, I can't do it, dude. You're Kevin.
Yeah.
You're Kevin. That's it.
Have you seen the episode of Seinfeld where George wants to get a cool nickname? So he
Yeah, dude.
And I forget what the nickname was.
I forgot too.
And he's trying to get everybody to call, because you can't really give yourself the nickname so much. I mean, I guess you can, but if everybody refuses to call you by it,
yeah,
it doesn't work. Now Jen and I have some mutual friends. Now it's sometimes through music you'll meet somebody, they give themselves some wacky names and shit,
Yeah.
But there's a guy that I met one time from an ex-girlfriend. His name, he called himself Cannibal, right? Jesus. And he's like, "What's up? I'm Cannibal." I go, "Nope."
No.
I immediately go, "Nope."
Nope. Nah, I'm fucking.
I go, "What's your name?" He goes, "You can call me Cannibal." I'm not gonna call you anything. All right, buddy. That'll be the last I see you.
You're like, what's your real name? He's like, Ralph.
Yeah. Well, it usually is like Snoop Dogg's real name is Calvin.
Yeah, Calvin Brodus.
Yeah, is that his real last name, Brodus? It's not a bad name.
No.
Last name. That's not a bad name. No. But it's funny when because Snoop Dogg. Yeah. Everybody knows Snoop Dogg, right?
Yeah, remember when he tried to change his shit to Snoop Lion? I was like, nope.
That's right.
For years, you were telling me my motherfucking name is Snoop Dogg, and now you want to go Lion, dude? Nah, I don't think so.
Well, he was going reggae.
Yeah,
he was doing the dreadlocks and gonna try to go reggae.
Yeah.
And he was gonna go Snoop Lion.
Yeah, I was like, nah, dude, just.
I mean, he's so cool that you can kind of just do anything. He's like, "My name's Snoop Lion," and you go, "All right, bro, I'm in."
No, not me. I was like, nah, dude. You burned it in my head with your first couple albums, what your motherfucking name is, and that's what I'm sticking with, dude.
Yeah, the name thing is weird, because I changed my stage last name originally because we were. For one, when we started playing music, there was no internet, right?
Yep.
So it was. I've imagined myself kind of being more of a shit starter than I ended up being.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You didn't want people to hunt you down?
It wasn't me, it was my family. Yeah. I didn't want anything connected to my family. That was the original thought process. It wasn't, and a lot of people don't think that's my real last name, think Down's my real last name because it is that could be someone's last name. People have that name. But, like today, I was being asked by my agent what we want my billing to be. Does and I went with the stage name. I went with that, but only because of this particular role. Other than that, I was going to start doing the real last name, because if you look up on the internet, you can find anybody. You're not hiding, guys.
That's 100%.
It's scary, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's scary.
You ever looked yourself up?
Sadly, yes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
and dude, it shows like. I guess I still have a MySpace account.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't fucking even remember what the hell that thing was.
Hey, Shot Down is still that website's still up.
I checked it out.
Have you seen it?
A few months ago? Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
I think I did it maybe a little more than a few months ago. Also, I was like, and I checked it. I go, "Oh my god, it's still there, dude."
No shit, that's dope.
Isn't that funny?
That is.
Isn't that hilarious, dude? But yeah, you can look up anybody's life. And that's creepy, man.
That is.
It's so creepy to me.
I don't like it.
And it tells you your previous addresses. It tells you your siblings. You don't even have to pay money for it. It just tells you.
Yeah, that's.
How is that legal? How is that okay?
I don't know. I thought there would be like some kind of privacy act that would fucking prevent shit like that. But then again, you just go on a website and fucking they're already getting your information, selling shit, dude. When you purchase stuff and all that.
Because, there was I don't know if you were involved in my frustration when I was running the limo business, right?
Yeah.
And then after I got out, I sold my limo, and I sold it to a guy that tried to take me for it. right? Like, so we did payments. So he did the initial payment and then bailed on me, right?
No,
and then tried to bail. Anyways, I found him. No. I found him and actually I had keys and took the limo back. Anyways, the address that we met at, come to find out, this guy does this to white guys all the time. He's a black dude, right? And come to find out, he scares white guys with claiming like he's part of the Crips and shit. And the white guy's like, oh, I don't want any problems. Which I'm like, I want all the problems, son. You trying to steal my car?
Yeah.
Wrong dude.
Yep.
So anyways, the point is I found out everything about his life, his wife, his kids, where they went to school, everything.
That'll scare a motherfucker.
Well,
you're like, yeah.
I went to his grandmother's house. Me and Tony went to his grandmother's house. Nicest woman ever, though, by the way. And I told her what was happening. I go, your grandson is trying to steal my car, right? And I go, I'm going to keep coming back. You got to tell me where he is, right? And she goes, well, honey, I'll have a pie waiting for you, right?
You're like, damn, you made a friend.
We ended up making a friend. She was actually a very nice woman, and cool. I wasn't mean to her or anything. I was like, look, this is what's going on, and if you can just call him, I need to see him face to face. He was doing a whole thing.
That way, because once you leave, she's going to break out that rolling pin and whoop that fool's ass, dude. You're like, I don't even have to touch it.
And he did all these lies and all these, it was crazy. And he almost got me. It turned out I won because I ended up taking my limo back plus half the stuff he paid. So,
nice.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But the point is he also had his friend call me, right? He had his friend call me, and they were trying to do some little threatening. I go, not working, son.
Ah, dude.
So I ended up finding the limo. It's a long story, and it's boring, but I ended up finding it. I called Drew and Tony. We went down there and we rolled up on the limo, sandwiched it with 2 cards, and Tony jumped out and then took the keys, started the limo up, and we were out. Right.
Nice.
So we took it back. Week later, the guy finally calls me. Right. He's like, hey, did you take the limo? I go, yeah, I repoed it. Right.
Yep.
And I go, I bet you thought somebody stole it, didn't you? Right? Mm-hmm. And he's like, man, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. I go, oh yeah? I shouldn't have done it? So I go, well, you still owe me money. He's like, how's that? I go, bro, you now rented it, right? Yep. Anyways, so we met at a Starbucks, right? So we met at a Starbucks, and he tried to roll in like that, and I go, all your shit don't work on me, son, right? Yeah. I go, my boys are outside. So we can either, if you want to roll or, so he's like, man, you should have done it, and got up and left. Never heard from him since, right? But I come to find out, like, my boy Vic looked him up on, police reports, things like that. He jacks white dudes all the time it was his deal through Craigslist.
That's his whole fucking get up.
Yeah, and he came across the wrong one. Now, although nothing happened to him, but I also told him in our meeting, I go, bro, you're lucky I'm not a nut.
Oh, shit.
Because I know where your kids go to school. I know your pretty wife. Your wife is beautiful. And I go, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're lucky I'm a good guy. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So, and it's all, I found that I paid for a online private eye where I can get all his records and everything. And it was $60. Oh, that's all I had to pay. And I went to his old houses. I stole his mail because I was on it, dude. I was angry. Yeah. I was so mad. But anyways, long story short, the point is, that's kind of an interesting story, right? But you can just look people up, and that bums me out because you can literally look me up. Whether you type in my fake name or real name,
yep.
It all comes up. My siblings come up. I hate it.
Yeah, I've seen that too, where it says associated people.
Yeah.
And fucking my name's there.
It's creepy. We're in a weird age that's creepy. And let me also, like, let's just say like YouTube, right? Like we upload our stuff to YouTube. And you can literally just take other people's material.
And then repost
it as your own.
Yeah, that I don't get.
How is that legal?
I don't know.
Like, because I remember I listened to old Howard Stern shows, and he was complaining when YouTube first came out because people were reposting, and he's going, "Hold on, you have to pay for that on our, you can't just start uploading my material."
Yeah,
and they're still doing it to this day. Where I listen to podcasts, or I listen to Howard Stern, and it's some random guy in China, just posting it. And then putting their music at the end or something.
That's kind of what pissed me off when I posted the Misfits video, and Danzig takes that down. I'm like, what about this other one? What about this other one? What about this other one? What the fuck, Danzig? Why me?
I wonder why he specifically wanted that one taken down.
I don't know, dude.
He wasn't happy.
I guess.
I think there was something about that show he was not happy about.
Probably because I zoomed in on his gut.
You think so?
He's like, you didn't get my good side, Justin. I want it from here up.
I mean, if you are trying to keep a persona of being a badass, you know, and he is. Danzig's a badass.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Danzig, we're not taking away from him. We love you. We're fans, dude.
Yeah, I actually wanted people to fucking enjoy seeing the original Misfits do that because you know how many people are after that and probably are never going to get it in their life.
And also to see those guys and to know how far back when they started, and because you can watch old videos when they were younger fellas in their in their early 20s and things like that, and they're just full of piss and vinegar and doing their thing, and people were. I was talking to an old punk rocker long time ago. I remember talking to this guy, and he was talking about when he first saw the Misfits, and it was back 80 something, like 83, I think he said, like in Arizona, and they were dragging coffins into the small club, into this shitty little club. And he was like, look at these fucking idiots. You know? And then, because if you think about it, it is silly, I guess, right? If no one knows the Misfits yet, right? And it's just these guys, they paint themselves up, they got the shirts up, and they're dragging coffins. And you're like, what are you trying to do? What are you doing, posers? You know? And then they turn out to be one of the greatest bands of all time.
You know? Yeah. But even when you look at the videos back then, you're like, they're not as big as I would have pictured them being back then. You know, it seemed like it took a while for people to catch on to what they were all about. You know, it seemed like after the band was already gone and over with, that's when a whole huge fucking fan base really started coming after him.
Yeah. Well, what was beautiful about the Misfits, it was like the Misfits even when we were younger, right?
Yeah.
Say when we were in high school, the Misfits, it was like a private club. A fiend club, I guess you could say, right?
Yeah.
But like people would walk, you would be wearing a Misfits shirt, and another punk would go by and be like, "Hell yeah, man!"
Yep.
That was all day.
Yep.
If another punk rocker walked by you, they'd be like, hey, right?
Now I see a lot of people just wearing it for fashion.
Yeah.
They don't know shit about Misfits. Slayer got fucking hit with a bunch of fucking mollywops wearing their shit, dude. I'm like,
yeah. Well, that happened. It got fashionable, like with pop and hip hop, but they started putting on patches and stuff.
That's irritating.
It's very irritating.
That is,
and never mind irritating to me. It's irritating, like for example, I spoke to Dick Lucas of the Subhumans, right? And I was
great band.
I was on a small tour with them when I was in Destruction Made Simple, and I helped him sell merch and stuff. And me and Dick Lucas had a little talk, right? Because he was upset that his stuff was in rock and roll, what's that hotel in Vegas? The Rock and Roll hotel. I'm stupid.
I know what you're talking about. Hard Rock.
Hard Rock. Thank you. Yeah, they have Subhuman display in there, and he's like, I can't do his accent, but he
didn't have any part of it.
He go, I had no idea. Are you getting anything from me? He's like, I don't give a fucking shape, man. That was a terrible English accent.
Nah, but that's bullshit, though, dude.
Yeah, and that's what goes on. So you got these millionaire pop stars have the Subhumans on their back patch, and then you got Dick Lucas living in squalor. You know,
that's fucked,
right? It's kind of it's weird, right?
That's ass backwards.
I mean, I guess if they buy the shirt, they buy the patch, whatever, whatever.
Yeah,
but and then you resell that jacket if you look online, you can find these punk jackets for like $4,000. Say like Chris Brown wore this. You're like, really, dude? The cleanest patches you ever seen. Just clean, never been used, man. It's just.
Fucking leather jacket still squeaks when you walk and
it's
shit,
just
dude.
Poser central, dude. Yeah. But I guess what can you do? It's not, like Nirvana is it's getting like that too.
Oh yeah.
We're the guy, they don't listen to the music, but they wear the stuff because it's
that I could never understand because I would never put on something that I don't have any idea about because then somebody's gonna say something. Oh, well, you like this song? Yeah.
Yeah, but it is weird. Yeah, if you just put on like say, I don't know, Billie Eilish. Like say I put on a Billie Eilish. I just started learning about this chick, right? Say I put that shirt on, and oh, you like Billie Eilish? I've never listened to anything, but I heard the name yesterday, right? And you're just like, what are you doing, Ian?
My daughters really love that chick, and it was funny when they first told me. I was like, so who you into right now? And Sydney's like, I think my favorite one's Billie Eilish. And I was like, Billy Idol? I fucking love that guy. She was like, no, Billie Eilish, Dad. And I was like, well, who the fuck is that? And I was like, everybody knows who Billy Idol is, but let me see what this stuff is.
It's awful.
Yeah, dude, I brought it up and I was like, you're not having suicidal thoughts, are you? Because this fucking music sounds like, this broad's like right on the edge,
It's
dude.
awful.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like, like I was having that conversation with Jenna. She goes, it's not awful. It's just not your type. I go, it sucks.
Yeah.
It just sucks.
It doesn't sound like there's any kind of feeling to it. It took probably 5 seconds to write that song. Yeah.
Paint by numbers. Yeah. And there's so many of those. There's a lot of those paint by numbers. And when something cool comes out, like say like this White Buffalo, I've been liking the White Buffalo lately. I feel him. Like I feel you, brother. Yeah. Like I believe you.
Yeah.
Whether you're lying in a song or whether you're telling a story like a Johnny Cash, right?
Yeah.
I feel it. I understand you.
Well,
and I think that's the difference.
There's that country song. I think I sent you a link to that one time, but it was I think his name's David Ball. I think, and it's called Private Malone.
Okay.
He's talking about he bought this fucking 66 Corvette, and pulled the tarp off and the thing was fucking cherry, just need a little tune up. And he opens the glove box and there's a letter saying, if you're reading this letter, I didn't make it home. This was my baby and shit, make it yours and all that. Boy. And then he crashes the car. To me, that was the part that got me. I was like, the 66 Corvette, dude. You ruined the car, dude.
Oh, the humanity.
The wife's like, oh, I thought you were getting upset because he was talking about the soldier that died. And I was like, nah, soldiers die all the time, man. But that's a 66 Corvette, dude.
Those are beauties, man.
Yeah, man. Shit.
Yeah, I think no matter what it is, I got to believe you.
Yeah.
Right? And here's a great example because I'll say I hate gimmicks, but we love the Misfits, right?
Yeah.
That's a gimmick.
There is certain gimmicks that lure me in, dude.
Slipknot. I like Slipknot.
Yep.
That's a gimmick. They got a gimmick going on. So sometimes I renege that, but either way, I have to believe you.
Yeah.
Like I believe it, no matter what it is.
Yep.
I think that's the problem with all this fake. Now,
yeah, there's no feeling to it.
The argument that Jen and I always have. She goes, well, they've made millions on it. And I go, so what?
That doesn't mean
just
good.
Because they made a bunch of money doesn't mean it's good.
Yep.
You can, just because a bunch of robots have bought it.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's good.
I mean, how about all this stupid trap bullshit where everybody sounds like they're a robot motherfucker, dude? It's like, and then they have to do the little echo. Like the guy says 2 fucking words. He's like, and then, oh. I'm like, dude, every fucking song sounds the same with that.
Doesn't it
genre.
make sense, though, now here we go, my conspiracy brain, right? How even the music is robotic. Everything is it's on a perfect 120 beat per minute click. And it's just looped. It's just a dun 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 dun. It's a dial tone in your head.
Jim Morrison called it, dude.
Jim Morrison. Oh yeah, it's eerie, like, isn't it?
Music in the future is just going to be.
He knew it.
No instruments. It's going to be one guy. He's going to be pushing buttons, and I was like,
isn't that amazing that he had that foresight?
Yeah, dude.
That's something to be said about psychedelics, isn't it?
Shit. Maybe it is opening up that third eye, and people really aren't fucking paying attention.
I think. Okay, so yes, let's get into that. I think with psychedelics, right? Because it does it. They say opening the third eye, seeing the universe, or maybe even in the future. I've heard people say that, or is it just it is a psychedelic that makes you feel like it's real because you only know how to live in reality?
I think it's a final escape.
Yeah,
because with this, just being fucking sober all the time, you can't escape. If you finally get that escape to where you can step outside yourself and kind of open up your eyes to things you normally wouldn't think about, I think it's very healthy for you.
Now, are we saying, yes, I do believe it is healthy.
Yep.
I do. I'm going to give you a quick one. So first time I did acid, right, it was fun. But I notice anytime I do these things, I don't like being outside of my walls.
I feel you.
I like being in here with my things, right?
Yep.
I notice when I go outside, I go, I don't like that.
Yep.
Like I'll tell Jen, I don't like that. Right there, I don't like it.
Car comes speeding by, you think he's gonna hit you. You're like, get the fuck out of here.
There's just something about it. But I heard people say, no, it's good for you because it's good for you to feel nervous. Like say if you smoke too much weed and then you start getting paranoid.
Yeah.
Some people say that's good for you because you don't feel like that normally. Like I don't feel afraid most of my time.
Yeah.
Right. But it does make me understand people that do feel afraid, right?
Yeah.
right? Like, especially if you're like a sissy dude.
Yeah. I tell this guy all the time, I'm like, dude, he's like, Daddy, that scares me. I'm like, you're so fucking lucky, dude. I remember when I used to get scared, dude, and fuck, man, I miss it, dude, to be honest with you. Now the only things that scare me is like horrible shit, stuff that had happened to my family.
Something that happens to us, I have bad dreams about that all the time.
Yeah.
It's never me, it's my family.
Yep, same
and
here.
there's nothing I can do about it. That's the big thing. But you're right, it's been a while since I've really been scared about something
and that sucks,
that has to do with me.
Yeah, that sucks.
Does it? Or is it a little, because it's got to be terrible to be afraid all the time, right?
Yeah, this is true, but I do just miss the excitement, the fucking rush, of being afraid of something, dude.
Of running quickly to the garage to get something for your mom. And
like when you're a kid and you saw a fucking scary flick, dude, and then you got to walk to your room in the dark by yourself, and you're like, shit, something's going to come around that corner. Fuck, I missed that, dude.
Yeah.
That shit was cool.
I totally did on acid, I totally did the look in the mirror on purpose.
Yeah.
I just went, come on. I just wanted to see it. And then I saw the devil. I saw the devil twice, and I go, nope. Then I saw me as a little baby. And I go, oh, there you are, man. What's up, dude?
Yeah. You know what I saw? I saw myself bloody as fuck. It was almost like watching Natural Born Killers.
Yep. I know the scene.
I looked at just the reflection in a window. It wasn't even a mirror. And I saw myself just like...
Such a great scene.
Dude.
It's right on the money, right?
Yeah. I was like, fuck, dude. When I saw myself like that, I was like, oh, that's me as a demon.
Yeah.
I don't even look that cool. Fuck that.
I do think that's important, though, because you do start to feel little... when I do that stuff, I feel empathy for people.
For other people.
For other people.
Yeah.
Because I guess we could be... we're lucky we're not afraid of other humans in normal society.
Yep.
I'm not talking about like at war or anything.
Yeah.
But but when a weird looking dude walks by, I don't care, dude. It doesn't matter to me, right? But you forget there's a lot of people, especially women, right? That it's you got to watch yourself, man. You got to be on your toes, and especially as a like I felt when I had my knee replacement, and then my tendon ruptured, and then I was all fucked up, right? And I had to go to 99-cent store to go get some stuff, and I was really just jacked.
Yeah.
I'm about 140 pounds. I'm fucked up. I suck, dude. And I'm sitting there in line, like on a cane, and look like an old man. I'm trying to carry my bag, and anyways, this Mexican kid didn't give a fuck and like was in a rush and hit me, and I kind of almost like, oh shit, right? And I go mad like an old man, you fucking son of a bitch. And I immediately go, see, this is like old guys. Of course they're getting mad at these stupid kids.
Yep.
Right?
They're fucking rude and fucking
Well, they're
arrogant.
rude. Your joints hurt. Everything hurts. And you're just trying to make it from here to your car. That's your
whole goal.
This little son of the bitch fucking just, like, he smacked me and I almost toppled over.
Yep.
And there's nothing I can do about it. What, am I going to fight this kid? I can't do anything.
Hit him with your cane?
Yeah. I mean,
just, get off my lawn.
I immediately go, this is what old guys deal with. No wonder they're pissed off.
Yep.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Of course they're pissed off. And no one gave a shit about me right there.
Of course not.
Right? And no one gives a shit. And we should, kind of, as much as we can,
I know that it feels because... Not the same exact situation, but when I was after my motorcycle accident and I barely started walking again, dude, how many people would fucking walk and cut me off to where I got to stop? And I'm like, oh, you fucking motherfucker.
And it hurts.
Dude. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I had that where a lady opened a door like quickly and it banged into my knee.
Oh, fuck.
And I go, and she's just rushing off, she's trying to get a sale or whatever. And I'm just like, this bitch almost just ruined my life.
Fucking dumbass.
Yeah, so those things start to give you empathy.
Yep.
Weed does, psychedelics give you empathy. I do like to think about the third eye situation.
Yep.
I like that.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a shitty existence if you don't believe in anything.
It is.
Like to be an atheist, right?
Yep. I think so.
And I teeter on that in that world, right? But that's a shitty existence.
Yeah.
I think.
I really got to believe there's a God because I did ask for this guy, like to the T. I fucking said, dude, all I want is a son, brown hair, brown eyes, healthy.
Yeah.
Got everything. And I'm like,
please don't make him a redhead.
Yeah. Imagine that dude came out with dark skin and red hair.
Or sometimes that looks cool. Now, most of the time it's not.
Not so much, dude.
Yeah.
Because even when...
They usually don't turn out like Canelo.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Like, he saw my baby pictures and he was like, is that you, Daddy? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, like reddish blonde curly hair. And I was like, yeah, check it out. I have blue eyes too. And he's like, how did you go from that to this? And I was like, I adapted. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a good combo though. The light skin with some dark skin.
Yeah.
It's a great combo.
Hell yeah.
That's always the best combo. The worst combos are two redheads getting together. Yeah. That's rough.
Yeah, dude.
That's gonna be a rough outing for that little fella.
I mean, there is always the phrase "beaten like a redheaded stepchild," you know.
And that sucks because like in Scotland and Ireland, you know what I mean? They're like, what's wrong? Yeah. Go fuck yourself, dude. Yeah. You know. But we're like, oh, redhead, dude. Yeah. Weirdos. But the two of them, it just sucks to be that pale.
Oh yeah,
I do think it sucks to be that pale.
I have seen a redheaded black dude and it looked kind of weird to me too.
That sucks too.
Yeah,
or the albino black guys.
Yeah, or he's like light skinned black, but then he's got the freckles and the red hair. I'm like, man, that's.
There's the like the Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
If there's the Blake Griffins of the world,
yeah.
I can't hear you in these because we got the thing on.
They got the best of both worlds. Light
yeah.
Big dongs.
No, what if they didn't get the dong though?
Oh yeah, they just got rampaged on that.
They're just jacked, and then they got stuck with a little dingy.
Oh, dude, he's pissing on his nuts.
Stuck with a weenus, man. That's got to be. You know what? Like poor black dudes, and here's why. Because that is such a normal thing, but not all black dudes got big dongs. That's not a fact.
No, but if that broad's buying the hype, dude, and he fucking throws his shit down, and it's just normal. Just say it's normal,
right?
And she's gonna be like, "The fuck am I supposed to do with that little bitty thing?" Like,
right?
It's fucking normal,
right? Here's a little advice to you fellas. You ready? Always say it's small.
Oh yeah.
For when you do pull it out, and she's like, "Oh hell yeah!"
Yeah. You
right?
made it sound like a little tip of my finger. But yeah. Look at that sound.
Always make fun jokes that it's small.
Oh hell yeah.
That's a little tip to you guys.
Yeah, because even if you do fucking make jokes and say, "Oh, it's big," and then you pull it out and
right, because she's expecting porn big.
Yeah, you know, she freaks of nature, dude, in the back pages of fucking like some rag mags
fucking
and shit.
Danny D in there. You know that guy? Yeah. That's ridiculous.
She's like, well, you're no Dirk Diggler, but I'll work with you.
Yeah, like what was the real Dirk Diggler? What was his name?
I forget.
Holmes, Holmes, whatever the first name was. Yeah, but that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
right. Never mind the pun of ridiculous, but the
now imagine the opposite side.
Like it's
of
like
the
go
spectrum,
fuck yourself, man.
Like Ron Jeremy, the ugliest motherfucker in the world, dude, with a fucking huge wang, dude, banging all kinds of hot chicks, dude.
God gave him a here you go, buddy. I fucked up on everything else on you,
but I'll give you a nice boomstick, dude.
Yeah. I fucked up on everything else, but here you go. You're still gonna get hot chicks.
A buddy of mine was he was doing not chauffeuring, but the parking attendants. You know, you go roll up to a fucking hotel and fucking park your car and shit. The valet, there you go. And he said Ron Jeremy pulls up, dude. And like 5 whores get out, and he's like, dude, his fucking car stunk like semen and fucking bones, dude. And I was like,
Ron Jeremy's in jail, I think, right now.
Well, that's right.
Yeah, he got hit with some
Me Too
heavy
bullshit.
Me Too stuff.
That's right. Yeah, and I laughed at that when that happened. I was like, you're going out with Ron Jeremy. What the fuck did you think was gonna happen?
Well, I mean, see, that's where it gets sticky because was it a forced? Did he force himself on you?
Exactly. He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to.
Well, that's my point. I mean, see, sometimes I could maybe be wrong about it because just because they get a lot of poontang, I guess, could mean that they didn't force it, right?
But I'm always that victim blamer. I'm like, so what is she wearing?
I 100% is a victim.
What was she wearing? I mean,
I'm constantly like, but just be smarter.
Yeah,
be smarter.
And was she like no, or was she like no?
like Bill Burr? Yeah. Well, no, but there is if she definitely is like no, get the fuck, and he keeps going, that man should be in jail.
Definitely,
for sure.
Definitely.
But if she was like, oh no, and then she just regrets it because he's ugly, or is bad,
or she just had a little too many drinks, she went with the flow at the time, and then was like, you know what, I didn't really like that.
Again, I'm just gonna say now, because there's nothing worse. Let me make this a point. There's nothing worse than a rapist. Yep. Nothing worse in my life. I will that he deserves to be shot.
Yeah,
for sure. Now, again, where are these women's brothers and fathers to handle business? Never mind the law. Fuck going to the news and telling the news and Facebook about it. Where's your family to handle business?
Yep.
I think a lot of these things would be stopped if people just handle business like good old fucking Cain Velasquez. You know what I'm saying? Handle business.
Too bad he was a lousy shot, man.
He just got released, and you know what's funny? It's like, oh, justice. He was released. Yeah, on $1.3 million or something.
And he ended up doing more time than that fucking dude did.
He just, it's been a little over a year, I think.
Yeah,
he shouldn't have done any time.
Right.
It's ridiculous. Justice. It was. So you took a father away from his kids for a year.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Who was just trying to protect his kids because.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. Still.
Yeah. Good job.
Yeah. I mean, really.
Yeah.
He should have done no time.
Right.
I mean, I guess because you can't have people just randomly shooting people. So you got to do something, right?
No, but there's always that. They have that thing, temporary insanity. Somebody fucking does that. I'm going to give you that pass. Like, yeah, you weren't in your right state of mind.
That's lifelong insanity.
I get it. Yeah, I get it. So let's, time serve. Yeah,
it gives me, like, I'm having goosebumps just thinking about it right now because, for one, I'm a huge Cain Velasquez fan. I'm a UFC fan. But also, there's not a father that wouldn't do that.
Right.
Oh, my. And then people, I heard a lot of people say, well, he's Cain Velasquez. You could have just choked the guy out. Fuck that. The guy's running. It doesn't matter. It's all out the window. If any of you guys are any type of human being and understand emotions and love for your family, that's crazy to even question that.
Yeah, you're not going to think about anything else except I'm destroying this motherfucker.
Who's questioning that?
That's
my conspiracy brain goes off again. It's crazy. All the pedo stuff that's going on.
Yeah, dude.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
It's because we need to bring in castration, dude. If these fuckers if that was a law, like, yeah, you're a kitty toucher, you're a rapist, we're going to chop your nuts off, dude. If they had those kind of consequences, all this shit wouldn't be going on.
I say consequences with the family.
Yeah.
Never mind that. You just get handled, son.
5 minutes alone.
You get you get handled. That's it. It's why is all this stuff now? Of course, pedo stuff's been going on forever. We get it.
Yep.
But why it's really coming out now, right? Have you been paying attention to that? Like, it's so, with that fashion brand, that's doing that ad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what the fuck?
I don't know, dude. It's first it was the Me Too thing. What's it gonna turn into next, dude?
Yeah, it's like it's weird that we're and there's people fighting it, like fighting the pedo stuff.
Yeah.
How is that? What's the fight?
I don't know.
And how are we allowing the fight?
Right. Yeah. Like, oh, you support them? You should be shot too, just on general principle.
I mean, because a lot of things political. I guess that drops into the political thing. But a lot of things political, we can go, okay, fine. You see it that way. I see it this way. Okay, got it. And sometimes I don't get how some people see things. Okay, but I get sometimes happen that I don't get.
No,
I don't understand one thing about that. Who can fight that? And I've seen interviews where people they're trying to fucking
what I don't get is they always think that somebody could be rehabilitated.
No, that one you can't be.
No, you definitely can't. That's like trying to tell a serial killer, we're going to rehab you. You're not going to want to kill anymore. Motherfucker, that's how he gets his jollies, dude.
Yeah.
That's all he's going to be.
Right.
Fucking might as well get rid of him.
I think we've asked this before, but I've always been like, if you found out you knew somebody that was having those thoughts, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they go, I'm never going to act. I know it's wrong. I'm never going to act on it. But I'm having these fantasies, right?
I think I bomb on him just right then and there, dude.
Does he got to go just for having the thoughts? Because what if he knows it's wrong, Because don't we all have thoughts of like I'll be like, what if I just kick this kid off that cliff right there? Like don't we walk by and go, what if I did that? But of course we're not going to do it, right?
Yeah.
We'll never do that. But I have those thoughts of like, what if I just punch this motherfucker?
I mean, I've had some crazy ass thoughts before, but nothing like that part.
I've never had those thoughts.
No,
but
yes, I have walked by old ladies and been like,
what if I just
do that?
Give her one, dude. Anybody gonna miss this dude? Like, fuck.
You hear some Karen bitching in a store, dude, fucking about people not wearing masks. You're like, if I just take your ankle out real quick.
Yeah, what if I just hit you in the kidney real quick? Like, but some people could say that's a weird thought that you have, right?
Yeah.
Like I'll admit sometimes I'll have, and maybe I won't admit that, but no, I'll admit it. It's not like definitely if I'm gonna okay, if that dude. I know how to kill. I'm gonna kill that motherfucker, right? Like you start going, but it's probably a nice guy. You just start having this is how I'd kill that motherfucker right there, right? You just start having that, like he just said one word, and I start going, this is how I would kill.
or there's something, dude, like you just don't like his shirt, and you're like, I'll take that thing off and strangle you with it.
Like, what are your thoughts when you're standing at the bank, in line at the bank,
dude? It gets awful, bro.
Right? Or in line at the grocery store, and you're just staring at the person in front of you, the back of their head. What's going on through your brain?
I'm like, well, I can probably take that little pen they use to sign their signature and stab you in the neck.
And then I go, what's the person behind me thinking?
Yeah,
like, what are they thinking about me?
Are they trying to choke me out in their mind too?
Yeah, because we all hate standing in that line.
Oh yeah,
right. So we're just thinking some crazy ass shit.
Just trying to fucking pass the time.
Yeah, you're like, look, bitch, just hurry up. Stop with the conversation.
And you're like, why do I have to be behind the guy that brought in a jar of pennies?
Yeah, or and I'm done bitching about this one. Or the nice old lady that won't stop talking to the teller.
Oh God.
And I'm in a rush.
Yeah, and she's like, so how's the family?
She's so nice, but. Come on, lady.
I don't got time for it. Yeah,
I gotta go. Yeah. I'm late. I gotta go, man. Oh my God, lady. Yeah. And I'm just doing this, and I want to just go. Just close out. Just close out. And get out of our lives. Yeah, dude. Now I know that you exist. It sucks, but she's a nice person. She doesn't get to talk to many people.
Yeah,
that's what it is. That's what it is.
That's most of them.
Yeah, go ahead and pour me up. Go ahead and pour me up. I'm getting hammered. I'm gonna get hammered tonight. I'm gonna make an ass of myself. I'm gonna get annihilated and say some shit I didn't want to say to my girl.
Make some bad decisions and if I can call it a night.
I'm gonna get hammered and go. You know what's wrong with you bitches today?
You know what really grinds my gears?
Just sit down and be like, you know what? That's not actually 98% of the time I'm hammered. I'm a lovey. You know me. I'm a pretty lovey drunk.
Yep.
I'm the opposite. I start telling people how great they are. Like, when I'm sober, I'm like, you suck, dude. Yeah. When I'm hammered, I'm like, you know what, buddy? You're a good guy.
I love you, man.
Yeah. He's like, I don't even know you. You know what? You're gonna go far in life. Yeah. Cheers.
Yeah.
Wait. Tullamore Dew, baby, Irish whiskey. Let's go.
This stuff does make me happy, though.
Is that the greatest whiskey of all time?
That smoothness, dude, actually puts me in a real great mood.
Let me ask you, are you in a good mood today?
Hell yeah.
Have you had a good day?
No.
Interesting.
No.
There's a reason.
Once I get home,
good for you, man.
I grab him and fucking all that shit goes out the door.
At work?
Yeah.
You had some bullshit, just normal work, or were there some major bullshit?
It's just I work with a lot of idiots.
Yeah.
And I have to cipher through retardation to actually make things make sense so we can all fucking make money and go home.
Right.
And it gets exhausting.
Does your girl ask you how was your day?
No, she stopped asking that a long time ago.
Copy that. Yeah, I was going somewhere with that.
She don't like me to unload.
So I was gonna say, do you actually tell her your day, or
every once in a great while?
Yeah.
But I try not to make a thing out of it. Yeah. Because I've seen her just get irritated. Like, I get it, babe. You just fucking hate everybody. Everybody's fucking retarded. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just stop.
Yeah.
She'll be like, how's your day, babe? And I was like, I've had better.
Because ultimately they're asking you because they want to talk about their day.
Yep.
So you have to go, good, how was yours? Even though you just had a gun pulled on you or something, you know what I mean?
No, that's why I talk some angry shit and just walk out of the room.
Yeah. This last week, I go, you really want to know? Tell me, you want to know? All right, I'm going to give it to you.
Yep.
And I'll give it to her, and God bless her. But even after I tell her, I don't feel good about it, so it doesn't help.
No, because then I've noticed it with my old lady, dude. If I had a really shitty day and I'm telling her every little stupid aspect of it, it'll bring her down. So that's why, like I said, I just keep it short and sweet. I'll just be like, yeah, I've had better.
I do think there is, because you do need to unload a little bit until you really unload and start throwing furniture.
I unload at the idiots that are pissing me off at my job.
Right.
So that way I could just be done and over with it. You're fucking stupid. Learn how to fucking write like a human being. I can't read your shit. How am I supposed to fucking understand this if you're not a doctor? Stop writing like garbage,
And that's the mature way to do it.
Yep.
That's the mature way to do it. And you've learned that finally.
Yep. Yeah.
Right?
It took a lot of years, brother.
Yeah. Because, I think I may have talked about this one on the podcast, but I unloaded on Jenna one time, and it had nothing to do with her. You know what I mean? It was all my day. Actually, a couple times I unloaded on her and her friend one time. I fucking just gave them the business, dude. Yeah. And I'm ruthless, son.
And then after you get done, you're like, fuck, why did I do that?
I totally did. I unloaded on her friend one time, right? And the next day, or 2 days later, I came by with booze and ice cream. I go, my bad. No, and I was like, I was having a day.
Having one of those.
I was having a day, and then booze, and you guys, and it just came to a head.
It's really been on the top of my list of shit that irritates me, dude. Especially when it gets closer to the fucking holidays, dude.
The holidays.
Fucking people's driving, dude. I mean, they've already got their heads up their asses all year, but now it seems like it's so fucking far up there, dude, that they need to cut a hole in their stomach just so they can see out, dude.
They're dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, would you say the majority of people are dumb, or is there just so many people in Southern California that we get a small percentage that are dumb?
I think we're really packed tight full of people.
Yeah.
And that's what causes most of the problems, just the congestion. And then you're constantly running in. I'm not going to say the people are dumb. I'm just saying I'm constantly running into people making dumb decisions.
Yeah.
All day long. I was going through this fucking intersection the other day, and it's yellow, so you got the 3-second rule, 3 cars per fucking yellow. So I'm jamming through, and the bitch in front of me, there's nobody in front of her, mind you, slams on her fucking brakes when we're halfway through the intersection. And I'm like, fuck are you doing? Yep. Boom, get around, dude. And I look, and it's some stupid little fucking teenage kid, dude, on her fucking phone. And I'm like, of course.
Yeah.
And I really want to develop a device to where I could zap that fucking thing, dude. Like, as soon as I see on your phone, I could just hit a button. It'll fry your fucking phone. You can't use it.
Yeah. And you got to zoom up to see who it is, right? Yeah. Like, after they cut you off, you got to figure out.
Yeah, I want to see if they look as dumb as they drive.
And they usually do.
Yes, they do.
Right. And then if you get in, like, I've gotten so many of those little confrontations. So here's what I'm doing now. I've changed my little tune. Like, instead of like getting into it, like in fact today I got this guy on an electric bike zooming through the stoplights, but I thought he would just stop at the stoplight. So I go, it's my turn right in the car, and he goes right up to my thing, right? And I just saw him didn't stop, and I stopped and just went like this, just stared at him, and he stared at me. He goes, "What?" And I hit a Yui and went next to him, and I just went. I pulled up next to him. I go, "You okay?" And he goes, "What?" I go, "Are you okay?" He goes, "What?" And I pull up and so we stop at the thing. I go, "Everything okay with you?" Right? And he goes, "Yeah." I go, "Okay, just checking." And then I
motherfucker.
Like, I was just, instead of being like combative, I'm constantly just saying now weird shit to people.
Killing them with kindness, dude.
Yeah, I just go, I've said that. I've gone up and be like, be nice to people. Be nice. I've been just doing that all the time.
You're a better guy than I am, dude. The last time I got cut off, and then the finger, because I honked,
That gets me. Yeah.
So now we pull up to that fucking red light right at a PCH and 7th Street, and then I'm behind him. I'm like, hell yeah, I get out. And I get right next to the car, and I was like, "So you got something to fucking say?"
Yeah.
No, man, it's not that serious. I was like, "Oh, back there, you were Mr. Get Bad. Fuck you and all that. Where's that fucking finger now, dude?"
Yeah.
And I'm always gauging every situation. Like, I caught myself slipping. I walked right up to his door, which you're not supposed to do. You're supposed to stay back, so if that door swings open, you don't fucking get hit with it,
Yeah.
So I started catching myself, and I was like, well, don't put that fucking finger up unless you want to get some, motherfucker, all right?
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't know what your problem is. I'm like, you're a fucking problem, dude. You cut me off and then flip me off? Like, I'm the one I'm driving straight doing the speed limit. You're the one driving like a jackass.
There's a lot of those. Yeah. There's a lot of those flip-off stuff. And nobody should do it unless you want to get some.
Exactly.
Don't do that and speed off. Don't be that guy.
Yeah, and that's how it always goes.
Don't be that guy.
That's why I was happy when the light turned red. I was like, oh, hell yeah, you're mine.
Yeah.
What I did find out, though, is me stepping out of my vehicle, that's a felony.
Is that right? Is that true?
Road rage is a felony. So just getting out of your car, the motion of getting out of your car is a fucking felony.
It really isn't. It really isn't worth it.
No.
Although we've all done it. I've done it multiple times.
Yeah, because, I mean, by the time that dude cut me off, it was like the third person. I was like, all right, somebody's going to get it, dude. Oh, and there's that finger. All right.
What else I've also been doing is, I keep testing these I love human behavior. It's very interesting to me, right? So I'll go, so there's like when a tough dude walks right by you, you know those dudes, when they see you, and probably because they see you, so they got to like toughen up. I immediately, like, there's a guy that I see all the time, and he's always like, big white dude, tatted down and shit. I think he's always going to construction or something. He always does, he's always chested up to me. So I walked by, I go, hi. And then he went like this, check it out. He goes, and then he walked out smiling. Like, I think I made his day, dude. So I think so now I've been finding, like, when dudes are like big old black dudes that are walking by, I go hi, and they go, oh shit, like they don't know what to do with it, dude. I'm just throwing people off.
Fucking blew their fucking minds.
I just blow their mind.
That's great.
Yeah. So I'm trying different little things, man. So like, and I'm also staring at people in the eye too long. Yeah. So I go, like if they walk by and they just, because sometimes people are awkward, I'll just be like, just to see, like,
just don't do it to the Asians, man. They consider that disrespectful.
No, Asians. There's an Asian couple, and I see them here all the time. They're so weird. Now, giant masks. They're still wearing the shield, dude.
They got the poker hat too.
They're still, yeah, dude. Yes. How'd you know? Holy shit. The wife wears that.
Yes. That's real Asian, dude.
How did you know that?
Because, dude, they got a little thing, dude.
Holy shit. But they're so weird, and I'm so like, good morning, and they ignore me. They're a couple, and they walk way around the street. I'm walking my dogs. They walk way around. It's like so fucking weird, dude. Like, what a weird way to live.
Probably scared of your dogs, dude.
My dogs aren't even looking at them. They're just, my dogs don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But look, I think you're a weird person if you're afraid of dogs. I think there's a problem.
I think so too.
You did something.
Yeah.
Why dogs attack you.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
If you're afraid of dogs, something's up. I've found in my experience in life, anytime there's like a chick or a dude that doesn't like dogs, there's a reason.
Yeah. What always makes me laugh though is when they're like, I don't like dogs. I like cats. I'm like, well, a dog is way more fun than a cat is, dude. I mean, you could have so much more fun with your dog, dude.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, who says they don't like chicks?
Yeah, mostly chicks. But I have run into a couple of dudes that are like, yeah, I don't like dogs. I like cats. I'm like, why? Because you're with the crazy cat lady or something, dude?
Well, cats, you don't have to do shit.
Yeah,
you really don't have to do anything.
That's true.
You just open the door, let them out, and they fucking come back. And
only reason I can't be, I actually developed an allergy to them, dude.
Is that right?
Yeah, I can't fucking
be
around.
My dad does too. Yeah. It's but I mean, dogs. But dogs are work.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So they're work. They're a lot of. If you love your dogs, they're a lot of work.
They're work
and money.
They're a lot of reward back too, man.
They are, but they're expensive.
Oh yeah. Especially when fucking vet bills come around, dude. Oof.
I have insurance for these guys. I have health insurance.
That's smart.
And that's really expensive, though.
I'm sure.
It's incredibly expensive.
But I'm sure it'd be way more expensive if you didn't.
Yeah, well, I missed the boat a little bit on a lot of barren stuff.
Yeah.
I spent thousands and thousands of dollars on barren stuff. And then I got the insurance because I was like, damn, I wish I had insurance. And now he's fine. Now nothing happens ever. Yeah. So I'm paying what am I paying now? They keep bumping it up. I think I'm like $280 a month for a dog.
Damn,
it's crazy, dude.
Yeah, that is.
It's crazy, but you have to do it because I want to be prepared.
Yep.
Because when they hit you with a big one,
5 G's on a fucking bill, you're like, hell no, man, come on.
It's
you're like, I'll just hold you at gunpoint and have
I imagine like
goddamn
that,
dog.
But it's like that with kids too, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's like,
yep,
because you can't say no to health care.
Nope.
Right? So if there's something serious that needs to be done, and now you got to fight with your insurance to do it.
Yeah.
Right? You got a good insurance on your kids?
Yeah.
I mean, what we call good insurance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's decent. I mean, it's not the best out there, but it ain't the worst either, you know?
Yeah. Because I hear about that a lot, man, like with, you know, especially with like dental. Dental's the worst, right?
Yeah, I just got done with that with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hit you.
Oh, dude. I'll tell you what, man, this kid he's a solid kid. They yanked his tooth out, man, and you know, he teared up for a little bit and then sucked it up.
Yeah.
When he was real small and I got his, you know, the circumcision thing doing, fucking, you know, they wouldn't let me in the room, of course.
That old
you know?
snip.
Yeah, dude, fucking, but I heard it and he's, and as soon as they opened up the door and as soon as I grabbed him and held him, he's just like, what the fuck was that for? Don't you get that done immediately though? You can.
And you didn't?
No.
What, because you were wondering if you should do it or not? Or?
No, at first the fucking old lady was trying to tell me she doesn't want it done. And I was like, well, you, my friend, have never been a man, and I want him to be able to pee hands-free.
Right. That's the main focus.
Yeah, fuck
well,
yeah.
I go back and forth on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Because it is weird that we just start cutting stuff off of us. Right?
No, the weirdest part is how it originally began, dude. They used to have the rabbis.
Yeah, right.
Dude, when I heard that, I was like, there's no way that's fucking true. Looked it up. Sure as shit was. I was like,
I almost don't believe it, though, still. Because there's a lot of shit that people say in these books just to make things seem.
That's true. But yeah, because I'm like, there would be infection,
right?
Because of that, because your fucking mouth is a filthy fucking thing. Dude.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I almost don't believe it. But then again, people did crazy shit.
Stranger things have happened. I mean, they burned broads for being witches.
They had lack of tools, man. You're like, wait, I got sharp teeth. I'll bite the kid's penis, no problem.
Yeah, because the sharpest thing they had back then was sharpened on a stone, dude. You know?
I'm the guy for you. Yeah, who's the guy that's volunteering for that, dude?
Or is that part of becoming a rabbi? They're like, all right, you passed your test, you know, your Bible study's good. You haven't been a penis though.
Yeah.
They're like, that's the last step.
That's so weird. I'm glad I am circumcised, but it's like dogs. Like, it's weird that we just start chopping tails off. Like, Baron doesn't have a tail, right? Yep. And I didn't choose that. When he was born, bam, done. Yeah. They chopped that off, right? But it's weird that we're just like, yeah, you don't need that. You don't need what God gave you.
Well, I have seen a dog that should have had his tail clipped and didn't. And
giant tail.
Dude, this fucker would hit it up against fucking shit. It would bleed and then just fucking fling blood all over the place.
That'd be Baron's tail. Giant, thick tail. Yeah.
And when I first saw that, I was like, oh, okay, I get it now.
But I mean, I guess like we go, if it's the equivalent, we get our tonsil. Like, we don't need tonsils, right? We get those out, right?
Yeah.
Dogs have those, the dew claws. You know what the dew claw is?
No.
The dew claw, she doesn't have it. It's been chopped off. It's the weird thumb they have up here.
Okay.
Baron has his.
Yeah.
When she was born, they chop it off.
Oh,
they literally chop off her thumb. Shouldn't have a thumb. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Because they're useless.
Yeah.
They're not used in dogs. Now, I guess with evolution, maybe they used to use them, the wolves.
Yeah.
Somehow, I guess. I don't know. But they're just this thing that gets caught and broken all the time.
Gotcha.
It's useless. So they chop them off of dogs now.
That's a trip.
Which is weird, though,
I had no idea, dude.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just you don't need that. Gone. now you gotta heal. There you go.
Imagine if the roles were reversed and the dog's like, yeah, it looks like you don't need that either. Fucking chopping human thumbs off, dude.
I mean, hey. Oh God, here we go. If robots start running shit, you don't need that.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? You're the most destructive species on this planet. You don't need to reproduce no more.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't need to reproduce. Also, you don't need a voice like we do to dogs. We'll cut a dog's voice box.
Yep. The vocal
which
cords,
I'm against.
Yeah.
But we'll cut the vocal cords so they can't bark, which is silly, right?
Dude, you ever heard one that's had that though, dude? And it sounds like
yeah.
You're like, the fuck is that?
Poor
dude?
dog.
Yeah, dude.
By the way, don't you want a dog that alerts you when shit sucks?
Right.
How about some training, guys?
Yeah, you know, how about spend some time with the animal?
A little time with the animal.
Shit, Jesus.
I know it's a hard thing to.
Yeah, it's hard to love the thing that you bought to love, but
I know it's so weird. Oh, he barks too much. Yeah, train him not to bark too much.
I got spoiled with my dog Mazzy, man, because she was actually part red wolf. And I think that's why she was so fucking smart. But 3 months old, the dog's already sitting, fucking pissed inside the house that I used to have in Hawaiian Gardens one time. And I showed her, scratched the door. Next day, ever since then, dude, just
done and done.
Fucking smart, man. And then when I had her genealogy done, she had Boxer, Chow, Red Wolf, and Shepherd.
She had all the badasses, huh?
Dude, and fucking solid dog, man. And then it was funny is the vet, when I took her in one time, he was like, your dog's hips are twisted. I mean, she's got a lot of problems. I could tell she's born in a big litter. And he's like, if this dog was born around me, I would have put it down right away. And I was like, well, you go get fucked, and I'm never coming back here,
Jesus
dude.
Christ.
Yeah. I was like, well, this is the greatest animal I've ever had, so you go fuck yourself, dude.
Yeah, who cares if their hips are twisted? Or they're all weird. The shit happens.
Yeah, and I was like...
They're beasts.
Yeah. I was like, this dog is fucking...
If you think about it, they are beasts that we have domesticated and turned into our best friends.
Yep.
And they're all, even the little Pomeranian, are descent of wolves.
Yep.
Isn't that weird?
That is weird, dude, because I fucking hate those little dogs.
Because when you see like a timber wolf,
those are dope, dude. Those are some serious dogs.
Those are survivors right there. Like, they were made to tear flesh.
Thrash shit.
Right?
Yep.
And then you get Sparrow over here whining and shit. Right? Now we have Sparrow. Right? And Sparrow is from an American Bulldog, which are a badass breed of dog.
Hell yeah.
And she's the runt. Right? She's the runt of the group. And she's like, man, I get it. She's the spoiled. If she was a human, she'd be the spoiled girl that gets upset because I didn't buy her the right BMW.
Damn, Sparrow, you heard that? You got some white privilege in?
She's got major white fur privilege for sure, dude. 100%. And there's something to be said about that, because Baron, he's got none of those problems, and he had no privilege. I fucked him up. You know what I mean? He made sure, like, me and him had it out, right? She got no discipline, zero.
No.
Now there's training in there, but there's no discipline because I can't take the face.
You ever seen that flick called A Dog's Purpose? Where
I know of it, but I didn't want to watch it because sometimes they make me sad.
Well, this one's really good, dude. So the guy has his dog when he's a kid, and dog passes away, of course. He gets older. He's in like his 40s, 50s maybe. And he sees this dog that does everything exactly like his dog used to.
That would make me sad, dude.
The dog was reincarnated to come back to get him. I feel like that happened to me with my dog, Princess, and then I had Mazzy. Because they would do this fucking certain whimper that I've never heard another dog do. And they were never around each other because Princey died first, and then I got Mazzy and shit. But how they end up doing that same thing, and then even on my parents' stairs, they would fucking try to sit like human beings on the stairs.
Yeah.
Only two dogs I've ever known to do that shit too.
Now, I'll play the other side.
All right.
Now, dogs, they mold into their environment and you.
That's true.
And who the alpha is.
Yeah.
So maybe it could be that dogs just mold into you, and that's what you are as a female dog.
But both my dogs chose me. I didn't choose them. Like, I got Princey up at the cabin because this fucking kid was just being a shithead, throwing rocks and whatnot. And I'm like, get the fuck away from this dog. This is my dog now. Yeah. And then Mazzy, I was supposed to be dog shopping for Danielle when I was with her. And we go to the first Siaka, and it's the first cage on the top left. And as soon as I walked in the building, she's sitting there like all happy to see me. I was like, that's it, that one right there. And she's like, aren't you even going to look for the rest of them? I was like, no, fuck no. That dog wants to play with me, and I want to play with it. Yeah.
You're like, and so Daniel didn't get the dog.
No, because I was also thinking, I was like, me and this dog, I'm going to end up taking care of it. I already know this.
That happens all the time.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm going to go get it for me, because she wanted to get like a beagle or some shit like that. And I was like, I don't really care too much for them dogs. They yap a lot and whatnot. And I'm like, this one, I don't even know what she is, but I'll take her.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's how Baron was too. Baron was for my ex.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wasn't for me.
Yeah.
I was never even supposed to touch him.
No shit.
No, that was the whole idea. It was like fucking, that's for you because I'm on tour, so you get this dog. Then it was me and him all day. Like, and then we got rid of her. Like, later.
You found the real problem.
I go, oh shit. Yeah, but like, if you ever hear like a father will say, because I goof around with my dad all the time. I go, look, Dad, you would be rich if it wasn't for kids. Imagine if you just got to go to work and keep your money. Holy shit. You know what I mean? No. But he goes, yeah, but I would never have you. I go, yeah, but you didn't know you'd get to throw a ball with me. How do you know? You know what I mean? Yeah. My dad always says that. He goes, throwing the ball with my son is the greatest time of my life. But I go, don't you wonder if you didn't have any kids, you'd just be rolling. Just be fucking rolling, you know what I mean? No kids, man. Just keeping all your cash, you know. Yep. And now you got to deal. Now you're picking your son up from jail and shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think about that with Barron sometimes. You know what I mean? I'm just like, damn, it's crazy. Like I didn't even want a dog ever. I've never wanted a dog, and then all of a sudden I hook up with this chick, right?
Yep.
And then I just go, all right, you can have a fucking dog because I don't want to deal. Right, and then now I get Barron, who I love. Isn't that weird?
That is.
It's a weird turn of events.
Yep.
You know,
I'm glad I made that choice, man. Because like I said, I didn't really see shit working out with me and that broad anyway. You know, I was like, if we stay together, we do.
Yeah.
But I'm keeping this motherfucking dog, dude.
Well, there's always sometimes I hear a lot of horror stories when a couple gets a dog together.
Yeah, because then they break up and now they're fighting over
now
the damn dog.
Now who gets the dog?
Yeah.
You know, now I always go to who supports the dog, who's able to support that dog.
Yep.
But also, a real man don't let that dog go.
No, nah, I couldn't, dude. Yeah,
I hear that a lot. Like, oh, I wish I could go see my dog. You know, my fucking stupid ex-girlfriend's got it. I go. My girlfriend would have to pry my dog away from my dead hands,
for
motherfucker,
sure.
Dude.
For sure, that's my kid, dude.
Yeah, like my ex knows. You ain't trying to take Barron from me. You're gonna have problems. Well, there's gonna be problems.
At least she was smart enough to just say, yeah, I know that's your dog. I named her. I took care of her.
Yep.
I got the chip in her. I taught her everything she knows. You know, and then we both dipped for the Navy, and I told my dad, I was like, take care of my dog for me, all right? I'll be back. You know, after all this shit said and done. And he just didn't want to let her go, dude. But I couldn't really take her back because I'm living in apartments. I want her to have a yard, you know, and fucking, right. be happy, be able to run around and shit. Plus, they had another dog, so she had a friend. Yeah, so.
But you know, all they want is you, though. Mm-hmm. They don't give a fuck about that yard.
Oh, I know.
They just want you. They don't care where you are.
Yep.
And especially what's interesting is people don't know this, but a lot of big dogs like a smaller area. Because, right? Well, like, say big dogs, like Barron's not a run around like a, pit bull. Yeah. Right? Yeah. But a lot, because they come from caves. They want their cave. So if you notice, like, they love when the blanket's over their head or they like their little room. Like, Barron always ducks into the little room. You got this whole area, buddy. Nah, he wants that little room right there. And if I back in the day before we had stuff in this closet, I got this walk-in closet. He'd go in the closet. He just rolled, and I'd be like, "Where the fuck is Barron?" He's just in there like, "Hell yeah, dude!"
He's like, "This is my room, fool."
Yeah. But it is weird to think about that. But like my little sister has a new dog, right? That she got with her ex, right? And he's a little bitch, right? And he claimed that he'll post about it, like she stole my dog, and I was like, look, a real man lets no one steal their dog.
Nope.
Never happens.
No.
And she's great with that dog. It worked out. It's a German Shepherd. It's a big German Shepherd.
Nice.
And he's a bitch. He wasn't paying for it. He couldn't handle it. He couldn't pay shit.
Yeah. So
all of a sudden,
how's it gonna be
all of a sudden, my
anyway?
little sister had to start like picking up extra jobs and trying to pay rent and shit with this fucking loser, dude.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I'm not saying girls shouldn't pitch in. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like,
I got you.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And but also, when it came time for them to break up, there was an issue with the dog. So I was like, look. I calmed everybody. I go, he don't really want that dog. Because if he did, there would be no issue.
Yeah, he wouldn't be just sitting there bitching about it. He'd actually do something
There'd be
about
zero issue.
Yeah.
If any girl ever tried to take there's issues, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, if any girl takes anything I like. Look, girl tried to take a picture. They tried to take my framed Sid and Nancy picture.
Oh, no shit. Nah.
That's mine, son. Yeah, she was like, I framed it. I go, I don't give a fuck. It's my picture.
Yeah, take your fucking frame back.
Yeah, take your frame back. Yeah, that's my picture. You don't get. Although I've given up, CDs and movies and shit. Have it.
Yeah. We all have, dude.
Yeah, in fact, like I take a lot of that back. I have just have it
because I don't want to deal with it.
I'm out.
Yep.
Have it all. I'll start over.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've done that.
I want no excuse for you to have to come back to me again.
Yep.
Or no excuse to talk anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Yeah. This is your payment to leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, I am a habitual don't talk to ex person.
I got you.
Like I ignore them.
Yeah.
Or like if they'll text me. anytime if my face pops up somewhere, I'm sure, anytime I can tell my face popped up somewhere online or something, then I'll get a text from like an ex or something. And I take that back. Unless it's an ex from like, say, when I was a kid. Yeah. And they're married and they got kids. And it doesn't, what I'm saying? What I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm a habitual, like if you're a recent ex, I'm ignoring.
Oh, yeah.
I'm ignoring you.
I've even had it to where I've seen an ex from when I was a kid. And, like there's this one broad that I dated forever in fucking in high school, like the beginning of high school, this chick Jamie. And I was fucking her for, I don't know, almost 2 years or some shit like that,
Hey, Jamie, contact the cast, would you?
And then she goes and fucks this dude that was trying to be my friend, at least so I thought. And I found out, and I was actually kind of
scumbag, dude.
Well, I was actually kind of relieved because now I don't need an excuse. I'm just like, yeah, we're done.
Right.
We're done. And now all the other broads that I had my eyes on, I'm like, now it's time to plow fields, Thank you. But I saw her fucking, it was when this dude, Kevin Kernahan, fucking killed himself.
Oh, dude. Okay.
Yeah, and everybody met up from fucking Lakewood over at the Thirsty Isle over there on fucking.
Okay. Yeah.
So I show up, and then my buddy Sergio, the big Mexican dude. Yeah. Fucking, he's standing in the way, and I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get in here. And he's like, no. I'm like, why? And he's like, if I move out of the way, you're about to see your ex. And I was like, which one, dude? This could be Ben. He's like, Jamie. And I was like, well, I don't give a fuck, dude. Don't worry about it. He moves out of the way, and as soon as he does, she's like, all googly-eyed. I was riding the motorcycle at the time and shit. And she's like, oh, my God, is this yours? And then this is the worst party, and her fucking husband goes, I've heard a lot about you. And I was like, really?
That's a weird thing to say.
That is, dude. And I'm like, her, like a lot of what? Like all her first time things with me, or
Now, what's the right way to? I've met my girl. Have you met your wife's exes or anything like that?
No.
I've met a couple of Jenna's exes.
Yeah.
And because she only dates like other musicians and stupid shit like that, which is lame, but which makes it great because they're all gay as fuck, dude.
They're all twos, and here's E up here at the fucking 10 level, dude.
Well, because I think their whole life they were music nerds. You know what I mean?
So they played in the marching band, did they?
Yeah, and my whole life I've been a scumbag, so I win. No, but I've met it. I mean, I've even met like way high school ex-boyfriends, and they're super cool. You know what I mean? But I've heard a lot about you is a weird thing to say. Like I always go, hey, what's up, man? It's good. It's good to meet you. And I'm not if they're cool guys, I'm super cool. And it's like, hey, let's drink. It's funny. It's fun. Who cares? But if I was like, I've heard a lot about you. I've heard how you fuck.
That's like, what I thought, dude. I was like, that's a weird thing to say. And I'm like, all right, well, whatever, dude. I guess
that is weird to think this. Unless
I'm like, how does being around my ex-girlfriend not make me fucking like, but being around her dude, him saying that.
How old were you? Is that 20s?
No, that was early 30s.
Early? Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it was definitely later on, huh? Oh, okay. So it was early 30s. See, that's when we're all adults, right?
Yep.
That's when it's like it's not a big deal.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But maybe he just panicked. You know what I mean? I heard a lot about you. Oh shit! Damn it! Why did I say that? Like maybe he didn't hear a lot. Of that.
He's going in the bathroom. Stupid.
You're a clown. You suck. My mother was right.
She's definitely going home with him tonight.
Yeah. He's putting on lipstick. Stupid man.
Or no, what was that fucking the other guys where he's like, hey, I heard what you used to do with my wife, you lucky dog.
What's her name? It's
Christina.
Christina. Yeah.
You come to my house.
Yeah. That's such a great scene, dude. It's so stupid.
And they're chasing them, dude. After they park, dude. Like,
people sleep on that movie. That's a funny movie.
That is great, dude.
Yeah. That's a great one. Those are definitely weird moments if you meet exes. I maybe it is. For me, it's not. I don't give a fuck. But maybe, and only because I'm also a grown man and I don't give a fuck, and people have their life before you.
Yeah.
But I guess, what if your girl now, she was just doing some crazy shit, like gangbangs and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, fuck.
like, and it's like, yeah, me and 3 other dudes are all. She's like, yeah, I did all these guys here. And they're like,
I actually asked about if she did any freaky shit when we first.
Which, by the way, which is okay.
Yeah.
Like, we're all human.
But I asked her, and I was like, you didn't do any, did you do anything freaky, you know, before I got together with you? She's like, no. And I was like, all right. She's like, can I ask you how many chicks you banged? And I was like, you can, but I won't be able to give you a number because I lost count after about 150.
Yeah, there's no, I know nothing.
And you know, that was before I went into the Navy. God damn, man, when I was in the Navy, dude, I was just going to Pound Town, you know?
Yeah,
Shit.
but it is, to me, I don't mind it. Now, my girl, interestingly enough, is Squaresville in the early days. Like, not, she was she was in a band and she was even signed in an early age, but she didn't start losing her virginity till like 19 and fucking or 20 or something. Like, but anyways, it's not crazy.
Yeah.
But I think even if it was, I don't think I care because it's
already happened. You can't do shit.
It already happened, but you're in high school. You're in fucking and the reason why I feel that way because I'm sure it's nothing that I haven't done in the male side, right? So it's like I think men only get crazy like that with their significant others because they haven't had those experiences themselves.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yep.
Because you're like, how could you have a 3-way? And I'm just like, Jesus, I've woken up in worse.
I remember rolling out of bed with this one to bang that one and then getting back in bed with the first one.
But I think like and I tell this to chicks all the time is you got to get with guys that have experienced life at this age.
Yep.
Because they're not going to be insecure about nonsense.
And you don't want them trying to experience different shit while you're together, you know?
Right. And that's what I tell her a lot. I go, I've already done all that. Yep. I've already done it. I don't want the problem now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want the problem.
Well, what's funny is, the wife would call me a filthy whore, and I'm like, I fucking love it when you talk dirty to me.
Yeah, call me that.
Yeah.
Call me that.
All right, choke me.
But it's okay. Now moving along from that, check it out. It is odd. Now, hold on. I'm going to try to say this correct because it is odd. A lot of times I've been the last ditch before somebody gets married, right?
Gotcha.
I've been the, are you sure you don't want this guy? And now I look at them and they're married. I'm like, damn, man, it's fucked up. It's kind of fucked up, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe it isn't. But or also you go, even you look back, say on some of the high school, your 20s, and then they contact you. This is my family and my kids. You're like, damn, we used to smash the shit out of you. and you go, but that's life. But
there's one of your exes that I ran into fucking few years ago. I mean, it's probably been over 10 years now, but when I saw her, and the reason why you guys split up is because she started getting fat. Well, at least that was her fucking story.
Yeah.
And I saw her, and she is fat, and I was like, good movie. And
good move, buddy. I was definitely less forgiving back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I remember that bitch crying when I came over.
Because nowadays, if my girl starts putting on weight, I go, baby, let's go hit the gym.
Yeah.
We're going to hit it together.
There you go.
Right. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
A little more advice from you guys. You got a problem with the weight? You got to hit it with them.
Yeah.
Hit it with them.
Yep.
Don't be like, oh, you're getting fat, and then you start eating Cheetos as a man, right? Yeah. Get out of here.
Sitting there with a pile of fucking bullshit in front of you, dude.
Right. Go. Let's go, baby. I'll step it up with you.
Or you're telling her that she's fat, and you look through your cupboards, and all you got is snacks and bullshit.
You got bullshit.
Yeah. You got nothing healthy.
Because for the most part, guys, here, I'm going to talk. Look, fellas, if you're unhappy with your wife, the way your wife's looking,
it's your fucking fault.
It's probably, for one, it's a lot's your fault.
Yep.
And also because you might be letting yourself go also mentally. Now, here's what it is. Here's what I learned is that most of the time women don't give a fuck about your body shape. They love your drive and they love your mentality, your manliness. They like it.
You know, my chick really likes is that I'm cocky. I'm really not.
Yeah.
I'm not cocky. I just do it to be funny, but she loves that shit.
Yeah, of
about
course.
Me. Yeah.
And especially nowadays, right? Especially nowadays because you can't find a man.
No, hardly anybody's got confidence anymore.
So, and women are more attracted to drive
Yep.
and getting up and going to work They love it. A man that wants to support their family and be a good husband, good boyfriend, good supporter, good protector.
Yeah.
Shit like that, right? And then a man, you can let yourself go. It's all good as long as you're a driven man, right? Men, all we care, we want you looking good. You can sit around there and go, fuck. You got to do shit, dude. You have to do shit. Just look good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Be something for me to throw in my friend's face like, yeah, check that out. Yeah.
But I mean, a little bit of that is not true. Yeah. A little bit of that not true. I am attracted to women's drive also, 100%.
I'm attracted to boobs.
Yeah. Me too. You know what I've been liking? I mean, it's really look, I'm gonna be an old guy. You ready?
Yeah.
I have been attracted to like confident women, like confident, driven women that have goals and have, you know what I mean?
Well, hell yeah, dude. You wouldn't be normal if you did.
Well, but I'm not even saying like there's some women that even if you're not my body type that I usually enjoy, the fact that you're kind of a cool chick and you're driven, there's things that you want in life, that really attracts me, man.
Hell yeah.
And that is definitely, you probably wouldn't have heard an early Ian say that. You know,
you wouldn't have heard an early Justin say that neither.
Be like, yeah, just get negative.
Well, it was funny when I first got together with my old lady. She was like, "So, what's your type of chick?" And I had to sit there and think about it. You know, I was like, "I don't really have a type.
I don't either. Yeah,
I don't think I have a type.
100%."
And then I really started thinking about it. I'm like, all right, well, what are the same qualities that most of the chicks that I've dated have? Big tits, pretty eyes. Okay, little, shorter than me, of course. I guess I do have a type.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just those three things. I'm like, I don't care what your skin color is. I don't.
Has it changed? Do you think your type since say high school?
No, I still love the titties and the pretty eyes.
It's changed, huh?
No.
Or I mean, it hasn't changed.
No.
Okay.
No.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like them short
because they say they say every 10 years you really change things you like, things you know.
Well, I will say this. I mean, at least back then, chicks didn't have asses like they do now. Like,
God bless
you
now.
Yeah, dude. Because
would you trade? Okay. Would you trade giant cans for a zero ass, or nice ass the way you like it for zero cans?
Ooh, some cupcake titties and a donkey ass.
Now, when I say zero cans, I'm not talking about the cute little small ones. I'm saying zero.
Oh, you mean
and same with buttocks. same with the buttocks. Yeah,
I would have
zero buttocks.
I would have to go with the cans over the ass.
Cans over ass. You would have liked this one chick that I dated. Yeah.
She had a pancake butt, dude.
Pancakes being
it was concaved in.
She was hot, dude. She was and I couldn't get over the zero buttocks.
No
dude.
ass at all.
I couldn't get it, dude.
Oh, dude, yeah,
it was killing me, dude.
That is a killer because I have been with a broad like that, dude. And that tailbone when you're smashing from the back, dude. And just
it wasn't even the smashing.
Pelvis.
It was more the visual.
Yeah.
Just the in jeans.
Yeah.
In those rockabilly jeans, man, it was killing me.
But see, at least she can get up in the gym, start doing some shit to make it plumper.
Maybe
with a chick with no cans at all. I mean, you're either gonna get them fake ones.
Yeah, you get the fake ones,
but it's gonna look, dude. I've never seen a pair of fake ones that are like. I know. I don't think that they're fake.
You're not a fake titty guy, huh?
If they're done right, I am. Because I felt these ones in Vegas this time. This chick just got them done.
Yeah.
She's like. I was with
they want you to feel it.
Oh,
dude,
yeah. I was with the ex-wife, we're in the pool.
God bless you.
And she's like, hey, can you tell that these are fake? And I was like, I look over at the ex-wife and I was like, I'm going to touch him. No. Wow. He did
and they're soft too.
Yeah,
huh?
He did a really good job.
You have to massage them. That means she had a dude that massaged them.
Yeah. I was like, wow, I can't tell that those are fake. That was probably the best work I ever seen. I was like, now let me see them areolas, dude. If I see that fucking that happy smile fucking scar, no, dude, barely any scar. And I was like,
yeah, they're getting good.
I was like, wow, you got a good guy.
They're getting good, but it took forever, right? Remember when implants started?
Oh, dude, and they were just botched. And
that's my point about these fake asses.
Yeah,
they're gross. Yeah. I think they're all gross.
I do too. And it just like you said, especially when they got them little bird legs, dude, and then a big old dumper.
You're it's weird. But the dumper, it doesn't even look like a butt. No. It's not like what people have.
No, it looks like a child wearing a diaper.
It looks like. They haven't perfected that, ladies. Stop it.
Yeah,
stop,
dude. Just don't do it.
Stop it. And here's my theory as to why. Because I don't mind fake cans, right?
Right.
But I do mind a fake ass. I got a problem with that.
I do too.
Now, here's my theory as to why I do. Is because I'm going to talk about evolution. Because a pair of fake cans, you can't build up fake cans, right? You can't work out harder to build your cans,
right? But
you can for your glutes.
And you're just lazy and you want to fucking take the easy way.
But I think there's that. But I also think maybe even more primal is that woman that has the glutes and the thighs and things like that, we're able to go and get water and go and do the thing, and gather and do the things that they need to do, right?
Mm. I
think evolution has brought us to that. That's why I enjoy that type of woman that has those legs and the ass.
Mm.
And where I don't look, I like cans, believe me, but I can pass for small cans. And fake cans, I'm okay because you can't build those up.
Yep.
That's my theory. Because I thought that's my hard thinking night of why do I like? Because I'm a thinker. Because I'm studying at night.
Cans and ass.
Aren't you proud of me?
I am, dude. Yeah. You wouldn't be normal if you weren't thinking about cans and ass all the time.
This is my theory on. Yeah, I know.
You're like, scientifically speaking.
Yeah. Oh, where's my glasses? Damn it. Yeah. No, scientifically speaking, this is why I like fake cans, but I don't like fake asses. This is a dummy. It's so funny, dude. I'm such an idiot. All right, let's close out here. Pour me another one, brother. I'm celebrating. I'm in a good mood today, man.
Hell yeah.
I'm in a good mood. I've been in a shitty mood this week.
Yeah?
I've been on one, dude. I've been curt with people. I've been on a fucking mood, dude. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna say feeling sorry for myself, but I've been just going through events of shitty things. You know what I mean? You know what that is. When you start going through a list of your shitty stuff, and right?
It seems like when it rains, it pours, brother. You can't just get dealt one little foul blow. No, it's got to be this one, then that one,
right.
Then that one.
And I start being like, fucking go with me.
Well, I was going to say you might start turning into me to where you're like, fuck this guy, fuck that guy, fuck you.
Well, that's what it turns into.
Yeah.
See, for us, it turns into revenge and frustration.
And I hate that, dude, because that's fucking exhausting,
It doesn't turn it, well... You're right.
Being angry takes a lot of energy.
It doesn't.
Dude.
For me, it doesn't turn. It doesn't turn into depression or sadness. I mean, we're all humans. It all happens, but it turns into frustration and bridge burning and fucking
Because you get that little bit of sadness, and what do we know do with it? Yep. Get angry,
right?
Because what the fuck? That just made me sad. Fuck that. I'm not.
And I start acting emotional, and I start making emotional business, even in business situations. I started making emotional business situations,
decisions,
and I'll show you, motherfucker.
Yeah,
taking out loans, just fuck you, motherfucker. That's how I ended up with my fucking. You never went to I had a Hollywood Hills house and with a studio under the house. It was just ridiculous amount of money. It was a major fuck you to the studio I was in before, and I totally did it just to smash the studio that I worked for before, Which I made a ton of money there, but I banked none of it because my rent in the Hollywood Hills is ridiculous.
Well, the last time I was getting one of my little anger rants like that and shit, the wife's like, she's like, God, you just get so fucking angry. And I had to quote fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger. I was like, anger is more useful than despair.
Well, I mean, kind of true.
It is, dude.
If you're able to harness that,
I'm more productive.
And now that we're older, we can go, okay, I know what this is, right? I know what this anger and frustration is. But this week I was having one of those. Now usually, I mean, it's not that bad. It's all right. But I definitely was having those. Go fuck yourself, man. Just fuck you.
Oh yeah.
And look, here's one I did too. Like, because Jenna takes off and goes to Disneyland, right? And I go, oh, good, you're going to Disneyland. Cool, I'll be here in hell.
At least one of us is going to be happy.
yeah. And I caught myself after I said it too. I was just like, Jesus.
Ah, shit.
I've just been on one, man, but I had a good date. I had a good second half of the day. Second half.
I've always figured out that that's the way my days go. If I have a shitty morning, I'm like, I know it's not going to last because the evening's going to be great. Or if I have a great morning, I'm like, well, prepare for that shitty ass evening, dude.
And I did stub my toe, actually. Yeah. I did the cliche. I stubbed my toe on the bedpost. Yeah, I totally did it, dude. Go, fuck, are you fucking kidding me? I'm hopping around the house.
No, you know what's even worse? When I do that, I stub my toe and then I get mad and I fucking hit the wall and then I'm like,
then you break your fucking, you bruise your knuckles.
I'm just fucked up on one side. I'm like, that's what my anger gets me.
The wall won. The wall always wins.
I feel like fucking what was that fucking that Jason Segel guy where fucking they're playing golf and the chick fucking,
this is my nightmare.
This is my hell.
It gets hit in the shin. That's what you get for playing golf with chicks, though. I mean, that is true.
He was born too. He's like, well, I still want you to go play.
Yeah, that's what you get. All right, let's get out of here, brother.
All right.
Down the hatch. This is episode 99.
Hell
Still don't know what to do with 100 yet, but party over here for Christmas Eve night, I think. If you and the fam want to come by, cool. All good. It's mellow. Hell yeah. Just having a little party. Yeah, cheers, shit. Brother. Cheers. Down the hatch. I'm going to fucking shoot this, dude. Oh, wait. Nope. I'll drink half. Cheers.